So we're back for the 6th episode of the Dan and Ninko show. And yes, I have the TB12 hat on because I felt like I needed to put it on after that performance. 4 throwing touchdowns, 1 running, 5 overall touchdowns. Tampa's, they're looking good. They're looking real good. Tommy Boy still looks fresh at 43. He's still got the arm. He's throwing dimes out there. And on the flip side of that, the Patriots.
Who have they played?
They
play the NFC East.
I mean, we'll see. We're gonna see. They get AB.
Patriots have
Antonio
the same record
Brown,
if they play the
NFC locker room
East.
wrecker, Antonio Brown, the destroyer of locker rooms.
Yeah, but have you looked at who they've beat? You got Panthers, Broncos, Chargers, Packers, Raiders.
Packers,
one good team.
Packers were a good team.
Okay. There's 5 other wins there. 4 other wins.
I mean, I'm just saying for where they're at, who the Patriots beat so far. All right, and then we're going to get into the Patriots.
Hold on, they beat the Raiders, and they beat
the Raiders are a great
the
team.
Dolphins.
Oh, great teams. Yeah, terrific teams. So we're going to dive into the Patriots right now. Let's get into the Patriots. So
the state of the Patriots.
Last week, I had said that this was the biggest game in a long time that I could personally remember in a regular season for the Pats, because if they went 2-4, they have not been 2-4 since 2000, which is ridiculous to think about.
Yep.
So I said going into this game, the 49ers game, they're going to be different. They're going to come out. They're going to have energy.
They were very different.
They were bad. So they were going to have energy. I thought they were going to have energy. I thought they were going to come out, and I thought they were going to just get back to what the Patriot football, the way, pound the football, run the ball, and it tackle, throw the ball, catch the ball, don't turn the ball over, back to the fundamentals, and it just didn't work. And the one thing, I even said this before the season, and multiple times I've said this, I was worried about, I wasn't going to jump on that like Cam bandwagon of he's back, so to speak.
There's a lot of people
he's
that were
back with tearing up his chest, Superman style. The first week they ran the football well. They ran the ball,
Yep.
And the games that they won, they ran with Cam. The games that they won, they ran. Then once the COVID thing hit, it's almost like everything went downhill.
It's almost like
confidence.
They're trying to figure out the team. Which, I mean, why change what you had?
It seems like a confidence thing for me. Like you look at Cam, and I don't know if anyone's looked at my Instagram, but the story's probably gone. But the first thing I thought of when I saw Cam come out of the car, they had to do like the Patriot photos of like the guys going into the locker room, and he had a hat on with a box. It was a box on the back, and I kept thinking, I was like, what's in the box? What's in the box? Like, and I kept thinking of Brad Pitt.
The good offensive plays.
Brad Pitt saying, "What's in the box?" And so I posted something. It's Brad Pitt. What's in the box?
From 7, right?
From 7.
Yeah.
And
good movie.
A great movie.
Yeah.
And the next photo, which you saw while you were eating dinner, was the hat with the box.
I literally had. I don't know what I was drinking. I had something in my mouth, and I spit some of it out because it probably was one of the funniest things I've seen. But what was in the box?
I had an instant flash. No, but like in my brain, I get like an instant flash because like at the house we have the little baby organic carrots, like the little carrots, and I kept thinking because he's vegan, maybe he puts like little of the mini carrots like in there for a snack. And if you're out on a hike, and
juice box would have been good.
With those hats, you're supposed to have feather in it, and I think that was back in the day. You're sunburn, no sunburn. Take the hat off. You want to go fishing? Take your little feather out. Get yourself a fly fishing hook.
Yeah, but that's like a fishing hat. That wasn't a fishing hat.
I don't know.
That was like a hat from that the guy from Curious George wore.
Yeah, it's a big hat. I mean, because that guy's head is massive. I mean, I wonder what his fitted hat is. It's probably like a 9.
Yeah.
Plus the hair. I mean, I just don't like those hats have to be. I mean,
yeah, but if you put it on, it would probably just cover your face,
just all the way.
Yeah.
So, and then you put the box on there. What's in the box? Maybe it's your wallet. Put your wallet, your money up there.
No, because I think he carried like one of those things, didn't he?
Oh yeah, is that Merce?
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
Man purse.
I don't know what it's called, but
so
that's what's carrying.
We'll get back to the Patriots football talk.
Why? I mean, you have to figure out what was in the box, though.
Let's find out. We need to ask the McCourties. Like,
it's
a bad time to ask anybody any questions. So that's playing football,
especially
for the
today
Patriots.
after it comes out.
And like I keep thinking too, like today we're recording this on a Wednesday. It's like gloomy. It's raining. It's gross.
And then the Gilmore.
And then the Gilmore. His house is for sale, which
Is that confirmed, though, if that's his house?
I mean, I know it's his house.
Okay.
I know where he lives. But it's an odd time to sell your house. It's 6 weeks into the season. The trade deadline is, what, the 3rd? Coming up here really quickly.
Did you read the description of the house, though, for sale?
I didn't.
Okay, because this is the big thing. I'm pulling it up to get it word for word. You have to actually click read more to see it, but it's at the very end of it. All it's left for you to do is come and enjoy. All showings are Saturday 10:31 and Sunday 11:1. All offers, if any, are due Tuesday, November 3rd at 5 p.m.
That's the
which
trade
is
deadline.
the NFL trade deadline.
That's crazy. So he knows he's going. He knows he's getting traded. His agent
But is
probably
this like
said,
a Carlos Dunlap thing? Carlos Dunlap put his house on the market.
Well, Tom
right?
put his house on the market, and everyone was freaking out. And guess what? He's gone.
Yeah, but he put it on the market. I think it's still on the market, though.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
who's going to
I
buy
mean,
a $40 million
yeah,
house?
that's the problem.
It's
But
not a lot of people.
Carlos Dunlap last week, right in the locker room, posted his house for sale. You didn't see that?
Didn't he just hurt himself?
No, he got benched.
He got benched. Okay, that's
Yeah.
not good. What's going on with the defense? Like, when you
tackling's fundamental. I mean, it couldn't tackle
I've
anybody.
never seen a defense like where the 49ers came to play. They were literally running dudes over.
But were they really running people over, or just could there not be tackles?
I can show you a clip, but I don't want to say names.
I know, but
we're friends.
The first drive, it's 3rd and 7 or something like that, right? And Jimmy G escapes the pocket.
First down scramble.
And you have a defensive lineman and a linebacker miss him.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Jimmy G is not like an evasive quarterback, that's going to shake somebody out, or like a Cam Newton that can just run over a linebacker. I mean, how can you take him down? And that just sets the tone.
Cam Newton isn't running over a paper bag right now. Like, he seems like his confidence is
zero
shot. And after the game, he does his interviews like this, and then he does like this. And it's like, just got to get my confidence back. And yeah, I just point at myself. I got to play better.
I just don't understand how he doesn't have confidence, though, because he had confidence in those. I mean, he's only played in, this is the 4th game?
I don't know. Well, I was thinking today, it's like, what a day to get back to practice. It's 50 degrees and raining and gloomy. And
How bad is Bill going to beat on everybody today?
Bad. It's going to be bad. They're going to do everything that you could possibly think of. I'm sure they're in full pads because there's limited full pad practices.
Yeah, and they haven't had many.
Guaranteed they're going to be in full pads and just he's going to figure out. He's probably going to say we're going to figure out who wants to play and who doesn't. And the guys that don't, we're just going to replace you.
But did it look like that Gilmore wanted to play that game?
No.
I mean,
didn't. It looked like he realized, like, I'm not going to be here in a couple weeks, so I'm just going to chill.
But I mean, he's always been that guy that helps set that edge, a physical corner. He'll come up and tackle.
Where's the D-line, though? And that's another thing, too. Like, the first few weeks, Winovich was out there, made some plays. Like,
he played penalty.
Like 12 snaps or 13 snaps.
He had the one penalty on Garoppolo on the interception.
You don't want – listen, I've been in a situation where Bill's coming after you. You don't want Bill giving you this, That's the wrong guy to, like, make angry.
Winovich already has his playing time dropping down, though. It's like every week it seems to be dropping down. They had him in there a ton in week 1, week 2, and then it started sliding in week 3, week 4.
The only thing
not there.
He's 245 pounds. So, like, my only question mark is, like, okay, in the running game, when, like, do the Patriots just think, okay, against the 310, 20-pound tackle, like, can he hold up against these guys in the run? I mean, at this point, I think just what do you got to lose now? Like, if you can't stop the run anyway, just put him out there. See if you can, like, make people miss, like a tackle coming at you. You slip them a little bit, go make a play. Like, it's not always about – I mean, it's about making plays and setting the edge, but sometimes you can do it in different ways.
Yeah, I just don't understand, though, how you go from having a good defensive game against Kansas City.
Well, their secondary is the strongest piece of the team. I think their secondary is the best piece of the team that you have going for you. So I don't know. Like, right now, you're going to go play the Buffalo Bills. You don't trade Gilmore now. You need him. But then how do you motivate him if he's selling his house and he expects to be traded before the 3rd? How does he go against Buffalo and like, yeah, I'm going to shut these guys down? Like, he's just going to be like, I just need to not get hurt because he knows he's going to get a massive pay bump. If you go somewhere else – The
But is he
first
gonna get a
thing,
massive pay
of
bump,
course
though?
he will, because look at what the since he signed his contract with the Patriots,
Yeah, but
which
that
they
happens
thought
every
at
year,
that time
though.
was
Like,
a lot. So
yeah,
then
but
it went up
money keeps going up,
substantially for the corners. They gave him a $5 million bump this year just to make him like happy a little bit.
But I'm almost positive they didn't really give him a bump, though. I think they just moved money from next year forward. I think is what they did.
I don't know the details of
Yeah.
that, but if I'm him, the second I'm traded,
You're demanding a contract.
I'm going to the team and I'm going to say, look, I want a new contract that's tops in the league.
You
You
can't
can't
pay
do
a
that.
31-year-old cover corner. It's top of the league.
30.
But he'll be
I
31
know.
next year.
Yeah, no, you
You know.
can't. You can give him a 2-year deal.
But what
Give me
cover
2
corners?
years, 60.
What cover corners have continued into their 30s? At
No,
elite
they
level?
after like
After
look at
that,
Revis.
it's
You
like
just-
30.
Yeah, then you hit that brick wall, and then
Yeah.
you just start getting dudes like.
But it's tough, Barry,
Running
because
on
you
you.
have to have that speed. Everything has to come together, and obviously as you age, you get a little bit slower. And then in the NFL, it's not like
Yeah,
I think
over
people
30
think-
sucks.
Yeah, people think like that like this corner and this receiver so much faster. A second faster, a half a second faster is everything.
10th.
Yeah,
Like, just
a tenth, yeah,
like
because
that's
it's just
the
that
balls
step.
right there. Bang.
Yeah, so I think that's the tough thing. I mean, I'm for trading Gilmore, and I don't think you. I don't think.
What would your compensation? I was actually on the radio this morning with Greg Hill, and Wiggy had said he thinks a trade for Michael Thomas.
I texted that like 2 weeks ago.
I
You
know.
told me you wouldn't do it.
I know. I forgot you texted me that. But I think that's a good. I mean, that's a good trade
It's a good trade for both teams.
for both teams, because then you get Gilmore on your defense, which they need a little bit stronger
Yeah.
defense. They're going to be playing Tampa, who's going to have a ton of weapons. They need and then Michael Thomas at this point seems to be having some issues with the Saints.
He hasn't played in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, he hasn't played in a long time. They
he
benched
really
him for
hurt?
punching somebody.
Yeah, how do you go from being benched? You were supposed to be ready to go to
bench to injured.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that's like
And you
ow,
keep
ow,
being
ow,
late.
my hammy, I can't play.
You're a late injury too every week.
It's
he's
like
getting
on a
injured
Friday. Like,
yeah.
oh yeah, I feel great. No, I can't go.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to be traded. He will be traded before the deadline.
You think Michael Thomas will be
I
traded?
think he'll be traded.
I think it's a great trade for the Patriots because then you have,
Whoa, we lost the
Whoa.
mic.
it went down.
Hold on. We lost it. We need to. Hold on. We need the piece of wood. Cut.
So we're back after technical difficulties. What were we talking about? We're talking about Michael Thomas. You think he's going to be traded?
Yes.
I think it'd be a great trade for both teams. My thought process was with it is your best part of your team is your secondary. Can you give up one of your pieces of your secondary? Do you have a guy that can come in behind him? Obviously,
They have plenty
you
of
can't
pieces.
replace Gilmore, but could you? You have plenty of pieces.
No, you have guys that
to handle
that
it.
can handle the load.
Yeah.
You have the leadership with the McCourty twins. I think they could help.
You get
You
young
can't
corners.
trade. I heard something about trading like Dev. Like, you can't trade Dev.
No.
That would be
You can't.
conduct detrimental. I would give Bill a fine for
If you
conduct
traded him.
detrimental to the team if you traded a captain or one of your leaders. Because when you do that, then you lose everybody. They're like, well, if they're going to trade him, who's giving you that much time and Super Bowls and all that stuff, then what am I? I'm chopped liver. So
Yeah.
that's not happening. I think I heard that today. Like, you're not trading.
That's come up a couple times, and I don't think that ever will happen. The problem with trading Gilmore though is you're not going to get a first round pick for him.
No, not
You're
at
just
all.
not. So
no, you
so
got to go
have
player
to get a player.
Yeah, you got to get a
have
player.
get a player.
You got to get a player.
You have to
'cause
get a receiver or a tight end. You have to get a playmaker.
Receiver. They need a lot of pieces, man. They need linebackers. They need
But their biggest
tight end,
need, their
they need
biggest need
receivers.
is somebody on the offense that at least a defensive coordinator can go, okay, we have to try to stop this guy. They don't have that right now.
because even Jules looks like beat up, and I didn't realize how white his hair just got. Like, I feel like his hair got white in one day. It's like, bang, white hair.
he's getting up there in age. I mean,
34.
I guess you don't really know. Is it really Julian?
I mean, he looks.
Is
beat
he
up.
that beat up, or is it just the throws aren't getting to him?
No,
Because
but it's both.
Damiere
It's
Byrd's
the,
open.
It's the throws.
Yeah.
It's it's a combination of a lot of different things, and I don't have nobody has all the answers. I don't have the answers on how you fix it right now,
Yeah.
but you at least got to protect the football, number one,
Yeah. I
and
mean,
have
every
a little
game
bit
now.
more like grit. I feel like when I watched that team against the 49ers, the grit and the grind it out wasn't there. like we saw in the Seattle game, which was a very close game, like the Chiefs game where I felt like they could have won that game. If Cam had confidently came into that game and played like he did in the first few weeks, they win that game.
Yes. But that's the thing is, though, if that happens, they're after the Kansas City Chiefs, right? What are they, 3-1 then they could have been?
Yeah.
So if they gain 2 yards against the Seahawks and Cam Newton plays.
So they're 4-1?
Yeah, 4-1 at that point. They don't lose to the Broncos then. Because obviously, you're practicing throughout the whole thing.
So they need to flip the switch, and they need to do it now. Because if they lose this game to Buffalo, it's over. It's over.
Yeah, it's 100% over.
Over. The season, the division goes to the Bills.
But the thing is, though, is that if they lose, it's over. If they win the division.
Yeah, that's it. So this week
because you're one game behind Buffalo, and next week Buffalo has to play the Seahawks, which is probably going to be a loss for them. The Patriots play the Jets.
Yeah, so this is a must-win game.
Yeah, but everybody's freaking out like it's over, it's over, it's over. The Dolphins are kind of pretenders. I think they haven't started that hard part of the schedule that they have, that the Patriots have already been in, and then the Bills.
The Patriots still have a lot of hard games to play. They got to play the Ravens.
Well, the whole AFC East has the hardest schedule. But they play all the same teams.
Yeah.
But Buffalo could easily lose like 4 or 5 games in a row here.
No, I agree.
So they're not that good.
Everybody, this week is a massive week. It's a massive week for the Patriots. My gut in the 8-year career that I had here in the time that I spent here is going to give me the confidence to say they're going to beat the Bills because they have to. Their backs are against the wall. They're in a corner. They've been beat up. So they're like that abused dog. Like it's just going to come out fighting, hopefully.
They gave up in that game.
Yeah, they did. So that's the most
like the beating wasn't that
discouraging.
Bad by the 49ers.
It was discouraging to see that though. It was like
Slater came out after the game and basically said that the team gave up. Like he was we have to play with more determination. We have to everything.
Something that I hadn't seen ever as a fan now, as a player. I've never seen the team like that. So
see, this is the Bills' schedule coming up. They got Patriots, Seahawks, Cardinals, Chargers, 49ers, Steelers, Broncos, Patriots again, then Dolphins.
Okay.
They got a pretty. I mean, if the Patriots beat them here, they're going to lose again to the Seahawks, and they're probably going to lose to the Cardinals. So they could rip off 3 losses in a row there.
I just think this game they need to focus. The Patriots need to put everything they got into this week. Cam needs to just get out of the freaking gutter and make sure that he's ready to go. And I don't know how we do that. Like whatever you got to do, play music all practice and let him dance around. I don't care. Get his confidence back up. Come on, bring it up.
There is somebody to blame for this, and the person to blame for the offense right now is Josh McDaniels.
What?
The game plans aren't the same though.
Because he's trying to do the best with what he's got.
But the thing is though, if they should have known that Cam didn't have the confidence.
You can't make chicken salad with
chicken shit.
Chicken shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
but then how do you go from scoring 30+ points against the Seahawks to being basically shut out?
The defense they ain't the boom anymore.
Okay, let's go to they scored more points against the Chiefs with Brian Hoyer as the quarterback.
Well, they need to get back to that then. So do whatever you got to do.
But what did New England do? It's exactly what Garoppolo did in this last game.
Yeah, spread
Screen
the ball
passes,
around. Quick, get the ball out of your hand quick. Yeah, throw the ball quick.
Where were the quick passes there? There wasn't the easy passes for Cam to make.
And a quick pass for an interception, which I don't know who the hell he was throwing to, but
if
they need to get back to week 1. Watch the tape. Say, okay, what do we do against Miami?
They have to do exactly what they did against Miami.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
But they can't get down either. The worst thing that they can do is get down 7 points, like to start the game. If you're down, then it changes your mentality on how you can run your offense. They need to get down the field. They need to score first. They need to play from ahead.
They haven't scored a first quarter touchdown this season.
Oh my goodness!
Not once.
Goodness! I wonder if this guy has. He's got 18 touchdown passes and 4 picks. That's ridiculous.
He got to handpick his team.
Maybe that's what he wanted. Maybe that's all he wanted. Yeah. Maybe that's the reason that he left. Maybe he was like, I can't pick the weapons that I want. If I'm the chef here, how do you want me to make a beautiful meal for everybody if I'm getting all my groceries from freaking I don't even know a terrible grocery store. I don't want to call anyone out. I can't get the groceries. Make sure like I get all the ingredients I want.
But like you have all these people now coming out and saying that obviously Brady's won the Brady versus Belichick thing, which is the dumbest thing
I
ever.
hate
You're
that.
5 games, 6 games into the
Okay, so
season.
week 1 it was like Tom like crying and Bill like with his juice like sitting up, and then now it's flipped back to Tom. Tom did the 4 thing. Everyone's killing him for that.
Yeah.
Now he's looking better, so people are jumping back. I was on him from day one. Tom's still good. He's got it. I love Tom.
Yeah.
I was on Tampa.
Great receivers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of the weapons.
Yeah.
So it's not
You can't compare it though, because Tom's got 2 years. He picked his team. Belichick
Tom and
has
Bill
9 opt-outs.
are like peanut butter and jelly. Like, look, they played together. They worked together. They did great for 20 years.
They got tired after 20 years.
They got tired after 20 years. They're both in a separate place. Tom went somewhere else. You can't say, like, I hate the argument of like, well, Bill couldn't do it without Tom. It's like, no. Like, they worked. That was together. It was a together thing. Now he's in a tough spot because he doesn't have. It's almost their fault for not having somebody that they felt was ready to go after Tom.
Yeah.
Stidham.
I think he did with Garoppolo.
I personally think that after this last game, they should have said Stidham's our guy now. Like, let's go with Stidham.
But if Bill's trying to keep the locker room, Cam's a captain. Can't really bench your captain,
I guess.
If especially if you're gonna trade Gilmore.
True.
But Bill's never been afraid, I don't think, of losing the locker room. I think it was in 01 or 02. They let go of Lawyer Malloy right before the first game,
and they
then
traded
he got
him
picked
to
up by
Buffalo,
and he killed him.
Didn't they trade him to Buffalo?
I thought they released him, and he got picked up.
He went to Buffalo.
I think they cut him then. But he's always. But I mean, during some of the Super Bowl runs, I think the one year they traded Jamie Collins at the trade deadline, they won the Super Bowl. I think the year they traded Chandler Jones at the deadline, I think they won the Super Bowl. So everybody's trying to say the Patriots are going to be sellers, they're going to be buyers. Bill's just a deal maker. Like, it doesn't matter.
He's looking for value.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing they have to do is they have to go and get a receiver, not a rental receiver. They have to go get a receiver that's under contract. They have to go get like an Adam Thielen.
Michael Thomas has like a massive contract though. Massive.
I think it's like $20 million a year.
Yeah,
but they're
paying their
though.
quarterback $1.
Yeah, but they have the cap space for it.
They do have they do.
But the thing is, though, you need that player. Like,
they need to spend money.
You need somebody.
You got to spend that cash.
Like,
they have plenty of it right now.
But the thing is, they've always had that.
$22 million in cap space, which is crazy.
Right now, next year they have even more.
Yeah, no, they're going to have like $120 million next year.
But the thing is, though, is that you need that. They've always had
if
that.
The cap, I don't know where the cap's going. But
I think they're probably coming to like $90 million. I think
it's going to probably stay the same.
But like, you've always had that go-to guy, right? Brady had Gronk and Edelman. Gronk was a superstar. Edelman wasn't really a superstar, but he was that guy that the defensive coordinator to come in and go, okay, we have to stop Edelman and Gronk. Like, if we don't stop both of them, we lose the game. Now, what does the defensive coordinator come in? We have to stop Ryan Izzo. We have to stop Demir Bird.
Yeah, it's bad.
We have to stop Jacoby Myers. We have to stop N'Keal Harry.
Bad all the way around. What are we gonna do?
They got to get somebody under contract, like an Adam Thielen, under a contract, Michael Thomas. They got to get somebody there.
All right, well, we hit them. We talked about them. What about our picks? Where are we at with last week? Did I lose again?
Yeah.
What?
Keep making some of these bad picks.
Well, Seattle should have won. Seattle screwed that up. They blew
the Patriots
that one.
too.
Yeah, I thought the Patriots were going to win. Did you pick the Pats too?
Yeah,
yeah, of course. So you
I'm
lost that one.
Pick the Pats.
So what was the difference
against Kansas City?
Oh, Cincinnati should have won that damn game.
That's right. You took Cincinnati.
I took Cincy, which is BS. Those guys need to win that game.
They should have won that game. But you got lucky though with the Lions.
No, Lions look decent.
They won the game because Gurley didn't just kneel the ball down.
See, that's situational football. They're not coached up.
Of course they're not.
They have no coach.
It's almost like every game this season they've lost in the last couple seconds.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah. Well, think about the Cowboys game and the Cowboys. Oh my goodness, what a dumpster fire the Cowboys are.
But that's because Mike McCarthy's the coach.
Do you think so? I think it's because Jerry Jones.
Well, Jerry Jones is a terrible owner.
He's a terrible owner, and he tries to. You
said
the
other week that Jerry Jones is a good owner.
No, I'm saying he's a good owner in the sense of
he's a terrible GM.
He gives because resource-wise, he provides everything that you need to be successful and excel as a player.
The Cowboys have a good team.
But the problem is It's the personalities. You need like a psychologist to like come in and evaluate all these players. Be like, okay, what do you really play football for? You know, and the guys, like half the team's probably like, oh, I just want to make money. You know, I hate football, but I just want to make money. Because when you don't have guys that love the game, when stuff gets hard and they're in a rut, they start pointing fingers. Well, the coaches aren't giving us all the things we need, and the coaching staff sucks. You know, the players are starting to call out the coaches.
Yeah.
Now, after this game, the coach calls out the players. It's just a nightmare there. It's a nightmare. So, but hey, guess what? We're gonna find the guys that want to play. Like, come on.
But they've got a lot.
But it doesn't help that they lose their starting quarterback. You know, that hurts. You get
but you still have good offensive weapons.
Andy Dalton got put on straight up goo gaga. That was terrible. I hate seeing guys get hit like that. It's just terrible. And it's Bostic, a guy that used to play here.
Oh, that's right. I forgot it.
Yeah, but he didn't play. He didn't play here.
Yeah, he was like special teams or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still have – the Cowboys are crazy because you still have good weapons on there. You have CeeDee Lamb. You have Ezekiel Elliott. You have
Zeke
Amari
sucks
Cooper.
too right now. Zeke's been fumbling, getting his ass blown up, getting run over for sacks. Like
paid a lot of money for him.
$90 million. Get your stuff together and go play football and look like an elite player. Take your sleeves off. That's another thing too. Like you can't hold a football with sleeves on. It's like instant fumble making right there. Like slides right off your arm.
Why does he have sleeves on? It's not even that cold.
I don't know. Because it's a look. He's got the blue shirt on and like the white, wants to look a certain way.
The belly shirt.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's loser shirts.
We also lost the Monday night pick, too. We both took the Bears.
The Bears, I know.
It's because Foles is either good or bad. Like there's no in between. He's never going to throw for like 250 yards, 3 touchdowns.
He called out the coach too. He said like, "Well, sometimes a play comes in, I know it's not going to work." I'm like, "Ooh." That's not a good thing to say. Like the coaches don't ever play, so they don't know what the time it takes for a play to develop. And I know I don't have that much time. It's like, wonder what the head coach is going to think about that when you say you basically don't believe in the plays that are called.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens at the trade deadline of who's selling and all that because like the Lions are 3-3. They went out and traded for what's his name?
They got Griffin.
Yeah.
Yep.
So everybody kind of thought they would be sellers, maybe trading both their
Who's
receivers.
the best team in the league right now? Who's your number one?
Nobody.
What? You don't have one team that's a clear-cut.
I don't think anybody's clear-cut.
Tampa. They got the best offense. They got a good defense.
And a terrible coach.
But you got Tom Brady. He's the coach.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. He's the coach.
They may let him think that, but he's not.
He's the coach.
You don't think that
Coach Brady?
You don't think Bruce Arians is going to give the game away in the playoffs?
Has an arrogance issue because like they asked him about the AB thing. He's like, "Well, Tom had nothing to do with that. I did that. That's all me." It's like that's
but
like
the clip of 3 months ago that Antonio Brown will never play on this team. He'll never.
I'm telling you, he has like the little man. I never played football complex. Like some coaches, when they never played, they have this like chip on their shoulder because a player can't have more power than me. I'm the coach. So like the way he talks sometimes, I'm like,
but that's
dude,
what it's going to be though.
He just seems like a mean dude. Like he seems like a guy that slap the hell out of you. Like, like a couple beers and he's just like, hey, slap you. And you're like, geez, I didn't do anything. What's wrong with you? He's got that face on him. It's just with the hat.
The tough thing figuring out who the best team is and all that right now is it's going to be so up in the air with the way the season is with COVID.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, what if the first round of the playoffs that Brady gets COVID and he can't play?
What do you think of the Steelers right now?
I think the Steelers are a good team. I just don't think Mike Tomlin's a great coach.
He's pretty good. He's got the big eyes, though.
But the problem is,
I just looked at myself. I look swollen right now. I slept hard.
They have good teams and they can never really win it. They won it once under him. They kind of make the playoffs. They always get bounced out of the playoffs. The one thing the Steelers do great and I think the Patriots need to go find this guy. Whoever is scouting their receivers, draft. They need to go pluck that guy and put him in a room somewhere and say, "Go find us receivers."
Yeah, they're able to pick up some good talent because if Juju is ready to go, they're like, "Okay,
yeah,
we got more young kids that are still on their rookie deals."
I saw a rumor yesterday that they were thinking about that. There's rumors that talk that Juju might get traded.
Really?
They got a bunch of good receivers.
They do young under. Rookie contracts.
Would you trade Juju for Gilmore?
Ooh, in the AFC?
I would do it.
Yeah, I would do it because you need everything that you can get offensively, because if you don't get that, you're not even going to make the playoffs anyway if you don't get anybody offensively. So you're not going to see the Steelers in the playoffs. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, but the thing is though, with making a trade, something like that, where you can get somebody under contract, it's not just a trade for this season; it's a trade for next season. Because the thing is, what are you going to do next season? Because obviously it's not working now, right? So you have to go to the offseason and you have to go sign a receiver, right? I mean, you
got to do something.
But so why not just do it now? Why not just go pick on a team?
But the problem is if he's under, like, when you have a guy that's going to be a free agent, then you trade for a guy that could potentially leave. Yeah,
well, that's the thing. They have to trade for somebody that's under a contract. Under a contract. Adam Thielen.
Because if you're a free agent after the fact, then it's like you just traded away somebody for a 3-month rental, which just doesn't make sense.
Well, that's what they can't do. Like, you see the things of, like, Golden Tate and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, you can't take a rental. You have to get a player that's going to be there next year and the year after that and the year after that. You have to go do that now. Yeah. And that's the only thing you trade Gilmore for, because Gilmore's not going to command more than a second or even a third-round pick. Like, do you want to trade the defensive player of the year for a second-round or third-round pick? Does that make much sense? I get Bill values draft picks and all that, but you need a player. You need a player back. You need another.
Maybe the Steelers are my number one. Last undefeated team.
But the Titans could easily be your number one, though, too.
Titans are good. I like the Titans, too. I like my Power 5 right now. Tampa, Steelers, Titans.
Yep.
Seattle. No? Seattle's not in there?
Defense is terrible.
Yeah, but you got Russell Wilson. That's why he puts me out. He's right there.
Look at the Cardinals.
Then I'm going Rams. I think the Rams are top 5 right now, the way they're playing. They're playing well.
I think the 49ers are top 5.
The 49ers?
I think because they're starting to get healthy. I mean,
yeah, but
yes,
they've lost guys that aren't coming back.
But it seems like they're starting to fill, those players are stepping up on their defense is playing well. Garoppolo. It's a tough thing with Garoppolo, but he may not be in the top 5. I think the Cardinals are in the top 5 because I think they're like Seattle. Obviously, Kyler is not Russell Wilson, but he's getting to that point.
Do you think you beat me in a go-kart race?
Who?
You.
Oh,
do you have skills like 100%. You have like how to like apex a turn, like get in tight? Of course I do.
Of course.
But the difference is the weight.
Yeah, but those carts have nothing to do with weight.
Well, we're going to have to make sure the weights are, because we're going to go down the street. No, we got to make sure. We'll put a weight vest on you. I'm 250. You're probably 195.
No, I'm like 215. Not that far off.
So we'll put 50-pound weight vest on you.
No, those things, it doesn't matter the weight.
Okay, so that's got to be our next adventure then, because we got to race me and you.
Yeah.
Make it clean. No taking out people. I took out my brother-in-law, and he hit like the wall at like 40, and he said he hurt his back.
Yeah, well, I had that one. So we, at one of my dealerships, we had a night that we took everybody out go-kart racing or whatever. And we're racing, and I get hit by one of the guys, and I just go straight through the wall. But I hit the wall so hard that the wall flexed over and hit another guy.
Oh, it moved.
Moved and pushed the other guy way out of it. It was this huge wreck.
They probably love when people do that.
I still finished third in that one, even though I couldn't get the cart back in reverse. They had to come run out and push it out so I can go, because it threw reverse out of it and stuff like that.
Those things are fun.
They're expensive, those little carts.
I know.
They fly.
They do.
Especially at the F1 place. So they go 40 miles an hour, don't they?
At the one down the street, Route 1 by the Gillette, I think it's supercharged.
Yeah.
They keep them at a certain speed for the general population, but then they unlock them for when they race or when they have people there to ride, and they're really, really fast.
Yeah, they can be scary fast.
They can be scary fast.
Yeah, especially it depends how the track's set up and all that. But I just want to make sure you're not going out to this place to scout out the turns and everything.
No, I've been there a couple times though, but I have not recently, not since.
I gotta have that feeling you're going to, you're gonna get there.
No, I wouldn't do that. But we could put
get there and look up. What does it say, Ninko, on the board up there for the fastest lap?
No, I'm too heavy. I'm telling you, it's the 250 weight. The kids coming. There's 15-year-olds that come in there 90 pounds. They're just they're the fastest ones in there.
I just don't know how you're gonna fit in the cart.
Oh, I barely fit.
Yeah,
I got these.
So how many laps is
hips? It's as many as we want to go. I think.
I think
especially when you get out there, just me and you.
Outlast you, because I think you'll just start getting.
No, come on!
I can't do this anymore.
Arm pump. Come on. No, we'll just keep going. We'll see.
Fastest lap
Attrition.
Or something like that?
Fastest lap, head-to-head. We'll do it all. But anyway, we're going to do that. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be one of our next adventures. We got a few. You need to let us know what you want. We're going to try and hit some pubs up, breweries.
Yep.
We're going to do the go-karting. I don't like to say go-karting. It's like, what is it? Speed karting? I like speed karting.
Yeah.
Electric carts.
Go-karting.
It's go-karts? They're not like go-kart though is like the like gas motor and the stupid roll cage like this is like this is like serious.
They're like golf carts.
No.
They're like souped up golf carts.
You know, I'm thinking about doing an 80s C10 crew cab. I found one. It's like perfectly clean.
Yeah.
I think I sent it to you. It's blue.
The blue one,
so
yeah.
it's a crew cab. And
I sent you the perfect truck that's perfectly you, and you said no.
Oh, that brown. It was like brown. It was like
put your cowboy boots on. And
yeah, that's actually cool. But it's just a weird that was restored. I like the C10 look with the square body, but I want to do a LS3 with a 6-speed, and I want to put a supercharger on it.
You're gonna spend like $100,000.
No, I priced it out.
Yeah, but you still have to do all the work, though.
No, my buddy does. He'll hook it up, and I'll do it with him. So it's like, we'll put the motor in. I get the motor for like $7,500. Trans is $4,000, and then the Whipple. I don't know what I might have to work a deal. Whipple, what's up? Got some good stuff for an LS? Yeah.
Then you're gonna have to do all the body work.
No, it's done. It's the one I sent you. The blue.
Okay, I thought you said you were gonna go.
No.
build a truck.
I'm just gonna put the motor in it.
Oh, okay.
Because the truck is restored.
I thought you were restoring the whole truck.
The truck is fully restored, paint, but it has a 454 like old school 4-speed. Like it's got all that in it.
So you put a new LS motor in it.
LS, put an LS in it, Whipple, and paddles.
Why don't you just get like a 60s truck and do it?
Because they don't have the cruise on the 60s trucks. I like the crew cab. It's kind of cool.
For
like,
what though?
I don't know.
Do you ever take anybody out in it?
No.
So what's the difference?
I mean, if my kids want to go, jump in the car, which probably won't happen, but it just gives you a little bit more leg room, little space. It's got the bench seat. You know what the bench seats. Wink, wink. Come here, sit with me.
When your kids start driving, are you afraid like you go out of town for a night and they're going to take your car out in the rain?
Probably.
How pissed would you be?
It depends on which car. But I'm just saying,
it depends which car.
It depends on which car. Like if
they
it's
took
just like
any of your cars out,
just a regular truck, like my regular truck.
You told me the other day you didn't want to drive your truck in the winter.
I don't want to drive in the winter. Dan, let me choose a car. I need a car. Like, give me the dealer plate for
Look, the car's sit outside in the rain.
No, the rain's okay. It's salt. Salt ruins things. Salt.
You told me the other day you don't take anything out in the rain.
Not my new stuff. I can. Anything that's like not old, because any old car, once the moisture gets in it, it's ruined because they rust out.
So if they took one of your old cars,
I would lose it. Yeah, I would lose it.
Like it would just
I'd lose it.
Like you would notice it too, like right? Like
instantly.
It's like the littlest thing.
Instantly.
Like you're gonna get home from vacation, you're gonna like go inspect the car and
they're
everything.
Not. They won't even know where my cars are. My boys are teenagers. I know how terrible boys are. My dad, when I was a kid, I used to push my bike like next to the cars and like just rip it through there. There's no rubber left on the sides of your handlebars. It's just metal, just like ripping down your car. Now my kids know better. I'll beat them. Okay.
You probably would.
They don't do.
Like that Corvette goes out in the rain.
No. I got caught in the rain. I drove out to my buddy's house, and it was a beautiful sunny day, like not a cloud in the sky. I'm like, oh, it's a great day to go out, take a ride. Get there. I'm there for like an hour, and all of a sudden I look outside. It's pouring rain, and I just freak out. I run outside, just looking at it. I'm like, damn it. No, I can't
park
drive
it under a bridge or something like that.
No, then I dried it as best I could. But in those C2s, water runs down the windows, so I had like 2 puddles by the dash. I'm like, okay, how do I get this out? So I dried it out, got it back to the house, cleaned it underside, cleaned it out.
Spent like 6 hours on it.
3.
Yeah, just like everything
piece of dry.
It.
Yeah. Then I blow it out, blow it all out, get all the moisture out. Yep, people don't understand it. It's a sickness.
Yeah, how do you buy a car?
It's a process, serious process. I find them, look very closely at all the details on it, because you could tell real close. Like you could tell if a car's real or not, like with just the paint job and if it's all this down the side, if it's straight, if it's not.
Do you ever miss something when you looked at a car? Like you went to buy a car, you bought it, and then you missed something, and it just was like.
Not really. Oh, the F-350 that I drive, there's a dent in the window trim.
Yeah.
So there's chrome window trim, and there's a dent in it, and it bothers me every time I look at it. And the door lock won't work anymore either. What the hell? It's a new car.
Go take it. It's probably coming to warranty.
I know it is. But then it's a pain in the butt to get to the dealership and then say, oh, here's my car. Oh, it'll be 6 hours. Like, well, come on.
Yeah, but you can you'll go walk around and go look at cars.
I'm going downstairs right now to the Dan O'Brien.
Every time you go around and look at cars, you just walk around.
I know, but I can't. I don't.
Like last week you sat in like 12 different cars.
I just like I like looking at new cars. I don't like continually buying new cars because you lose money every time you do that.
Continually buy cars.
I don't like losing money.
Are you always like looking at a car to buy?
Yeah, but it's old cars.
That process has got to take you like 3 months, 4 months.
Old cars. Old cars I like because they're a appreciating asset if it's the right purchase.
Yeah, if it's the right car.
If it's not, then you lose money, which I don't like losing money. And if I'm going to spend the money on a car that I like that is new, I don't mind. Like with a new truck, I had my truck 6 years, sold it, got a Ram 1500. Nothing against Ram 1500s, but I just didn't love it. Like I wasn't like, I love this thing.
What'd you trade in for it, though? Just an F-150?
No, I had a 2015 2500 Ram.
Yeah, you went 2500 though to 1500 is a little
bit. Yeah, I couldn't do it. So then I was like, once I had it for a little bit, I had to get back into the heavy because I tow the car trailer and stuff.
Yeah, you need 2500 to do that.
Yep.
Or 3500.
3500.
Yeah, you can probably get away. No, you can't. Not your trailer.
Not 28 foot. It's too big.
Yeah. So, but that's the big thing with cars. It's always something, right? It's always something new.
Always something.
Well, you want a Hummer,
the
right?
79, the new Hummers are sick.
Yeah.
The electric ones. I mean, it's a pretty sweet looking car.
Yeah.
But the whole top comes off.
Yep.
But the problem with the old cars, so the one truck that I did have some issues with was a 79 F-150. When I bought it from the guy, he's like, look, I'm just being transparent. I built the truck to show it. I've never driven it. So it never hit the road, ever. So I got it, and I'm like, oh, I just drive it down the street real quick. Just worst. I couldn't even drive. It wouldn't even go straight. It was like, whoa. It was going. I'd hit a bump, and I would shoot me one way. I'm like, holy crap, I'm going to die. So the brakes didn't work. Like I was standing on it. And like
that's the one you have now?
Yeah, the black one.
Yeah.
So I had to put a new booster, brakes, had to do the brakes. The rear end, I had to rebuild the rear end, had to rebuild the transfer case. The angle on the pitman arms, like the front end was all off, the angles.
That's why it's bouncing everywhere.
So we had to get the angle correct. The shaft, the drive shaft was like all screwed up. We couldn't get it with the joint to line up right, so we flipped the drive shaft around. There's a lot of work on that one. Yeah. But it turned out now I can. It's a little bit angry.
Yeah.
And that one I bought it without my eyes on it.
Oh.
I sent someone. A friend of mine lives in Florida, and he was like, "I'll go look at it for you." And he called me back. He's like, "This truck's beautiful." I'm like, "All right, I guess I'll buy it."
Oh, then you had it like shipped up.
And then I shipped it up here, and it was beautiful. And then I drove it. I was like, "Oh my god, I should sell this." So then, I mean, it took a little bit of money to get right, but
you ever get upset with a car that you sold, like want it back?
Yeah. I had a 2012 ZL1. I liked that car, but now that I have the Hellcat Red Eye, because of awesome Dan O'Brien Jeep Chrysler Dodge, that's where I got that one. It's like better than the ZL1. But that was a car that I bought, and I was like, oh, I should keep this one like for a long time, and then I sold it.
Like 3 weeks later?
No, 2012. I sold it in 2018.
Oh, so you had it for 6 years?
6 years.
What did you get for that? What did you end up getting after that?
A Z06, the white Z06.
And then you couldn't have had that long.
I had that for 2 years, and I just didn't fit perfect. Like the problem with the Z06 is the 2018 Z06. They put the hatch release where right where the door is on the dash.
Yeah, so your knee hits it.
Every time I got in that car, I'd hit the thing, it'd pop. I couldn't do it with my hand. I'd try, but I couldn't get it. So I'd get out, close it, get back in, pop. And I was like, I don't fit. Like my knees were an inch. Like it was just way too tight. And I kept thinking like, if I got in any like thing here, I'm in trouble because it's way too tight. So I got rid of it and then didn't really have that. And then until the red eye thing.
Well, you got the 02 Corvette. Or is it 02?
No, 04. But that's for sale. Anyone wants 04 Corvette, 12,000 miles, I got it. I just haven't advertised it. I fit okay. The dashboard's farther up, so I have more leg room. Yeah, it's not as tight. The the C6 was like closer to your body, so like your knees are.
So
tighter.
you're basically a Corvette guy then. 'Cause
I
you've
love
had multiple
Corvettes. Yes, I love Corvettes.
So you're gonna get the mid-engine Corvette?
I like the mid-edge. I haven't seen it in person yet, though.
I think they're ugly.
I haven't seen it. I think you got to look at it in person. But I'm not a fan of the mid-engine because I've talked to people. A friend of mine works at Bolera. Is it Bolera? Say it right? Bolera? Bolera? The exhaust?
Borla.
Borla.
Yeah.
Borla. They put the L in there.
Yeah.
Borla. And he was just saying that everything about it is so technical. You got to take everything apart to get to it.
You have to.
If you want to track it, you have to like literally take out the whole back of the car and put like 2 more quarts of oil in it, or tranny oil. Yeah. So it's just a big nightmare.
The performance, though, is unbelievable in mid-engine cars.
Yes.
You know,
the weight and all that, the weight
yeah.
distribution.
You know, it's just easier to handle and all that. But I think the car is ugly.
It is. I mean, I don't like the back. I don't like the back, like big open, gaping, like air pockets in the back by the doors. That doesn't. I always think too, like, where are all the rocks gonna go? Like, that's the first thing I think of. Like, where are the areas where rock? It's gonna just like the whole side of it has so many angles and little pieces. It's just gonna get destroyed with rocks because they put those Michelins on there that throw rocks everywhere.
Yeah.
So you need to know me about rocks. I hate trucks. I love I love, everybody, the essential workers, but those semis out there slinging rocks all over my cars, it makes me literally want to just lose my mind. They should have a separate road for dump trucks with rocks because they have a sign on them, stay like 500 feet back. I'm like, oh, okay, great. When you're doing 45 on the highway, I should stay 500 feet behind you.
So you get mad when you get near a truck like that?
Oh, not like a regular tractor trailer. I'm talking like the dump trucks, and they got a lip on the back.
Yeah.
And if you're a dump truck driver, you drive rocks around, when you dump a load, just do everyone a favor and just take your hand and just wipe off that back lip, because I've been driving down the interstate and I see a dump truck bouncing along and there's like a pile of rocks on the back lip and they're just like bink falling off. And you watch it skip and like hit somebody's car. Oh yeah, I've seen a rock. I bought a brand new, and don't laugh at me. This was like 2012. I jumped on the Tacoma thing. I'm like, I'm gonna get a Tacoma.
How do you fit in a Tacoma?
I don't know. It's like a phase. It's a Tacoma phase. So I'm driving down Route 1 from Bosch. I think I bought it like on Route 1, Bosch Toyota. Bach Toyota. Bach, yeah. And I'm coming down right after I buy it, driving home, and I see a rock. Skip, bang, I see it. Wham! Hits the hood, skips up, puts a crack in my windshield on the first time I drove it. I sold it.
Did you bang a U-turn and just go back to the dealership and say, I need to sell the car? I sold
it in like 2 months. Yeah, like after that, I'm like, I don't want it.
Yeah,
I don't want it.
Can't do it. Windshield's done.
Windshield's. So
that's it.
This. Oh, what do we have? Oh my goodness. We have goodies?
Yeah, but I don't have a...
You need a cooler bag. You need an O'Brien bag.
I have a Yeti bag instead.
Yeti. Overpriced Yeti. You need a Ninko bag.
So we brought some Lord Hobo Hazy Boom Sauce.
Oh my goodness, Lord Hobo.
Yeah.
Hazy Boom. They need to get with Hightower and do some boom series beer.
They have a boom series beer.
Do they have a boom tower?
Well, I don't know.
I'm talking like with Hightower's head.
I don't know why they wouldn't have. I'm sure he would have done it.
That would have been because he's a beer guy.
He likes beers.
He is a beer guy.
Yeah.
All right, now
have you had this before?
I have not. What is this kind of like
a double IPA?
Ooh, double IPA. Mm. Oh boy, it's 10:30.
It's 8.8%. It's pretty good.
It is good. It's got that like.
You don't like that?
No, it's like the end. It's just like that gives you that like little like pullback because of the hops.
This is a local company, Lord Hobo.
It's good though. It's got a good flavor. I do like that. Okay, so we'll have to go check these guys out. But this is a good beer.
Where does it rank up against the Treehouse that we had last week? The Treehouse is pretty good.
A Treehouse. So a big thing about when I'm having a IPA, it's like the finish. Some people love that like long.
Yeah.
Like long.
It can
finish.
be good. It's
like this has like good. This has like a long. You can taste that like
but
hoppy taste.
But
for
it's a lighter. I don't like the harder ones
Yeah.
that like go for a long time. This one's pretty good though.
That is good. Okay, so Let's take a little break real quick. After we're going to drink these down, we'll come back. We're going to do some picks, and I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Something else.
Let's just talk about life.
Life.
Dogs. Let's talk about it. Oh yeah, we're going to get into that.
Oh, I haven't heard about anything.
Have you not heard about this?
For you?
Yeah, for me. We'll talk about it. We'll dive into it because I'm second guessing this dog thing, especially a rainy Wednesday, and I keep thinking about just like dog hair and like shaking and like paws and wetness and mud and chewing. My leather sofa that we just got from Restoration Hardware, like, oh yeah, great. Like, eat away on my nice new sofa.
So, don't even talk about. I hate Restoration Hardware.
Why? It's overpriced.
My wife literally, when we redid our house.
Oh, everything is Restoration Hardware.
Showroom, yeah.
Yeah, I would hate it too. Trust me. Sebastian Vollmer, before he left, he was moving. He's like, Ninkovich, do you? And that's my Sebastian voice. Do you want my couch? I said, he doesn't talk like that. He's like, do you want a couch? I'm like, what kind of couch is it? He's like, it was like 10 grand. It's like one of the masses, like a huge couch. It was like super deep leather. Like, he's like, I'll sell it to you for $1,000. I'm like, I don't really have room for it. I wish I would have taken it because I could have put it in the basement.
Yeah.
But he like gave it away. It's so crazy how you pay so much.
You would have $1,000 and then gave it away?
No, like I think he gave it away for $1,000 if it was a $10,000 couch.
For $1,000.
Yeah, so it's crazy furniture. Like you pay all that money and they're worth nothing after you own it. Like, and once it gets in your house, it's worth zero basically.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got a great couch here. How much? $50. Because nobody wants your couch. The farts and stuff in there. Kids' Cheerios everywhere.
No.
Just ripping farts in a cloth couch. I don't want that.
Definitely don't want that.
All right, we'll be back.
All right, yeah, we'll be back.
All right, so we're back. Dan and Ninko show. We are going to talk about a golden retriever. And I know we did the dog attacks with Dan's dogs, which are awesome dogs, very smart. My wife was reluctant on a dog.
You put a deposit on it, though, right?
I did, without talking to her about that. So probably not the best idea. Just want to give anyone a little bit of advice, give you some advice. If you're going to do something and your wife says, I don't want it, and you do it anyway.
Doesn't go well.
It doesn't go well.
No.
So I just keep thinking this dog is going to be ready to come home November 11th. And like this morning I woke up and I'm like, letting a dog out in the rain and mud, and we have nice couches and hair. Like, do I want that? Do I want that right now?
Yeah.
Not to mention my wife is like, I don't really want the dog anyway.
And you have like the long hair golden retriever.
Long hair golden retriever.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna bench the golden retriever like Belichick benched Winovich.
They both have golden locks, right? And then I like keep petting my 1-year-old son who has golden curly hair. I'm like, I could probably just keep doing this, and he doesn't shed as much, and he's literally not as much work. And I know he's not going to chew. I mean, he might chew something, but
he'll still damage the couch.
He's not,
right?
He does. Putty. He walks up to my couch and like a little like, oh, I just want to just to give him a little. Hey, I should say. He like takes his nails. He scratches my couch. He does it on purpose. It's like I'm like, dude, why? And he just looks at me. And he just scratches it. I said, get away, get away, get away. He's a little golden retriever.
That's why if you get a dog that's trained and everything, you don't have to worry about them getting up on the couch.
I should go to Protection Dog Plus.
Yeah.
All right, let's do these picks. We're going to do picks. We went on a tangent. We're drinking beer. We talked about cars, which I think I should do a square body truck, 4-door, crew cab, LS.
You should do a 60s truck.
With paddles. All right.
You're going to put paddles in it?
Yeah, paddles on the steering wheel. Pop, pop, pop. It'll be fun.
No.
For a truck.
Don't do that.
Why not?
He'll look weird.
No, you would barely see them. They'd be right behind the steering wheel.
That would look weird.
Or should I do manual? I think I should do automatic.
I think if you get a manual, you'll like hate it after a while.
Exactly.
Those big heavy clutches.
Yeah, with the truck, like you just want automatic.
Yeah.
So I'll probably do, like a car like my Buick. You do the manual, but then you have a regular truck, like you want automatic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop and go. You're not like clutching it and all that.
All right. So
picks. Let's do this.
Thursday night. You got
I'm coming back.
Falcons, Panthers.
Oh, Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers. I freaking tried the Falcons last week. You got Sunday, Titans, Bengals.
Titans.
You took the Bengals last week.
I know, but not
Titans.
against the Titans.
Raiders, Browns.
Raiders.
I'm going to go the Browns in this one.
You're going Browns?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like Baker, so.
Colts, Lions.
Lions.
Whoa.
I'm going Lions. They're coming. Dude, they're 3-3. They're going to win this game.
I'm going to go with the Colts.
Okay. Ninko's going to win.
Vikings, Packers.
Packers.
So this is going to be a tough one. This will take you a while, probably. Jets, Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs. Even though the Jets almost beat the Bills last week.
Yeah, it's any given Sunday.
What would have happened, too, and not to go off from the picks, but what would have happened if the Jets beat the Bills? What would you be thinking this week?
Patriots are going to win the division again?
Yeah. Rams, Dolphins. This is going to be a good game.
Rams. Dolphins.
You just told me, you just said like
I'm
2 minutes
changing-
ago
I'm-
the Rams were a top 5 team. No, you
Yeah,
already
but
said
I got
Dolphins.
friends on the Dolphins. I got my buddy. I might coach for the Dolphins next
I got
year.
friends with the Dolphins too, but
Should
I'm
I
taking
coach
the
for the
Rams.
Dolphins? Should I go live in Miami? Should I go like
Ninko in Miami?
Fort Lauderdale, right
I can
there.
see you.
I used to live in
you
Fort
roll up
Lauderdale.
in like that white suit
Just
and everything.
a white Lambo.
Yeah. You gonna go coach in Miami?
I could.
Might go coach in New England. Couldn't handle that.
I mean, I've been given an opportunity to coach everywhere but New England. So I could have been in New York. I could potentially have been in Miami, and I could have been in Detroit. So
Just not New England.
just not New England.
Holding out hope.
We'll see.
Sorry.
Too close to. I mean, I asked Bill when I retired. I said, "Hey, if I wanted to get into coaching, would there be an opportunity?" And he said, "Of course, there's always an opportunity, but when you're this close, you almost have to have a little bit of space in between your playing days and your coaching career. So, if I retired,
like
and then
not go right to coaching.
like if I went,
take a few years.
Yeah, like if I retired and then went right into coaching, like everybody would see me as like Rob the player.
Yeah,
the players wouldn't be like, oh, he's my coach. It'd be like, oh, he's my I played with Rob.
He's kind of done that because like Mayo came back.
He
to
came
coach.
back 4 years after. Yeah,
and then Troy Brown was like 4 or 5 years later.
Way after, like 10. No, longer than
so
that.
how long ago did you retire now?
This is my 4th season.
Oh, so next year you could be coaching.
Maybe.
Do you mentor any of the players now?
I've tried to help. I mean, I talked to Chase and I try to help him out.
Yeah.
Like when I watch the game, I watch it as a player. I'm not like watching it and rooting for like the team to be like, oh, go rah rah. I'm like, okay, let me see this guy's technique. Let me see what play they're running.
We know you don't really like the Patriots.
No, I love the Patriots.
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you, I love the Patriots.
Wearing a TB12 hat.
I love Tom.
I know you love Tom.
I do love Tom. He's great.
That's clear.
He's helped me out.
That's clear as day.
No, I do enjoy the Patriots. I want to see when I watch the teams. I'm just brutally honest on what I see. So when I watch a team, I see X, Y, and Z isn't good. It's hard for me to be like they're a good team. So at this particular moment, even before I know through this whole process, I've been skeptical because I've seen what I've seen through the end of last year with Tom leaving and then Cam coming in. I'll just be honest. I was skeptical of the Cam move, and everyone was pumped about it. I was like, I don't know.
But on this show, right after the Seattle game, you were on the Cam bandwagon.
Well, I said he surprised me with some of his throws.
Right,
I said,
I'll give you that.
I said the one thing that I was concerned about was him being able to throw the ball down the field and accurately throw the ball. And I said, well, in that game, he surprised me, and he actually did it.
That's the thing I don't understand with Cam is like he's shown it. Even in that last drive that he played in, he threw the ball well a bunch of throws.
He
and
did.
It was just like
he did.
But then it just went
so
to
it's
garbage.
consistency.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, is that the biggest?
It's all mental.
And I'll go back to what most coaches say is at the end of the day, can we count on someone to consistently give us the same amount, the same production, game after game after game, practice after practice? Because I can go back to training camp, and there's guys that flash. They look awesome in 1 day, 2 days, a week. They look great. And I'd go back in training camp, and I'd say to myself, look, there's a guy in my position group. He's trying to be a starter. He's trying to take my job. He's trying to take my job. He's trying to take playing time from me. At the end of the day, I said, I know from the first day of training camp to the last day of training camp, I'm going to be consistent.
Yeah.
Boom, set the edge, get to the quarterback, set the edge, win one-on-ones, do this, do that. These guys, they start out hot, they come down, they suck, they come out, that's when you have the question marks. You're like, well, what am I going to get? What am I going to get on Sunday?
What are you getting at,
like for myself, like you might have been like, all right, well, Rob's not going to run with Reggie Bush here on this wheel route, but we know like 9 times out of 10, if it's a run play to the edge, like it's going to come back. Yeah. It's going to turn back in to everybody else. That helps there, So when you have home run, strikeout, that's when you don't have confidence.
And that's where the Patriots have built this dynasty off of, right?
Yes,
like
it's consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency.
I can see
we
that.
know every Sunday, this is what this guy's going to be. This is what this guy's going to be.
But they are a younger team now, though.
Yeah,
too.
they are. They are.
So, I mean, it could easily, towards the end of the season, get to that point.
The problem starts, and I know we're going to edit this down. The problem starts when you have a young group and an older veteran group.
Yep.
The young group strives to be like the veterans, and they strive to continue that winning trajectory, the legacy, the dynasty. All they want to do is continue this. When you lose the older group, or you lose like a little bit of that leadership, that's like, this is how it's done, this is what we do, because it only takes 1 or 2 guys to complain or be like, this like, I don't like this isn't what I signed up for. And then all these young guys that are very influenced, that all they do is they're listening, they're watching, they just follow. They follow the group. So you need this older veteran group that's been there, done that, experienced it, can help mentor. Because when Kyle Vanoy came to the team and he got traded, like I was here and he was like, well, what is this? I said, well, look, this is watch. We're gonna go. This is the process. Yeah. Watch. They're gonna game plan. We're gonna do these 3 things and we're gonna win this game. And this is like, you just kind of follow these steps and all that success comes. And when you lose that like belief system, like that's when the problem starts. So I'm not there yet, but
you're saying that they're at a point in their season that it's either here or here.
Yes.
Basically is what it comes down to.
Yes.
And I think that's a big thing, is that they have some of the veteran leadership, but they don't have as much as they normally have on the
exactly.
defense.
Well,
you have the McCourties, you have Slater.
Yep.
But you lost Chung and Hightower.
Yes. And those are 2
yeah.
very critical pieces. And the biggest piece that everybody would look at is right here. And that
I'm talking about the defense.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
but
the organization,
he didn't have that last year. He didn't have the leadership last year.
The organization, when you go to negotiate a contract, it doesn't matter what position you are, defense. Like when you would go and talk to them about a contract, and they're like, we can't, look, we can't pay you this. Like, look at our Hall of Fame quarterback isn't making.
Yeah.
Our Hall of Fame starting quarterback is willing
so you have to take less
because of the fact that he just wants to win and win championships. And you're sitting there like, well, do I want to go to Cleveland? Do I want to go to the Browns?
Yeah.
Like,
do
I want to go to Buffalo?
Yeah.
Or do I want to win?
Yeah.
Like my quarterback who's
like
a Hall of Famer.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you followed that. You followed
100%.
the TB12 method.
I mean, yeah.
Because you probably could have got more money somewhere else.
Could have,
to go.
but then at the end of the day, it's like, well, what is like? Are you gonna make the money? Are you gonna be cut? Is the coaching staff gonna be gone? So like I didn't test free agency because I just was like, all right, well, this is a good fit for me. I know I can play here. I know like I have a starting job. I know that every year we're contending for a Super Bowl. Why would I leave that?
Yeah.
Because you just want that. That's all you want. Yeah. Like money only goes so far, and I know plenty of people that have way more money than football players. Like I'm talking football players think they make money.
Yeah.
When I retired and I started working for Boston Private and kind of meeting people in Boston, we're like, oh, you played football? Oh, I'm sorry. How's your brain? Are you okay? It's like, that's a really tough sport. Are you good? Like, there's people that make crazy. And I'm like, dang, like, I'm just like nothing compared to like what is out there.
Yeah.
And then the football player, like you getting caught up in that world, and it's all about what, like at the end of your career, I'm sure you could go talk to any big-time player that if they never played in a Super Bowl, they never played in a playoff game, Jason Taylor. You ask Jason Taylor, like, hey, would you take a little bit less to come and play for some serious games that, and like when it counts for the playoffs and like Super Bowls? Marino, like anybody that's never been there, like they'd be like 100%. Sign me up. I'm ready to go. I want to do that.
It's a certain type of person, though, right? Because you have to have that winning mentality, the want to win and all that. There's some guys out there that just
they
want
don't care. They just want the money.
Yeah, whoever
but nobody
pays the most
I don't
money
remember, like, I don't know. Like, I can't think of guys' contracts, like, once they're retired. Like, they might have made a ton of money, but I'm like, I don't.
I don't remember who they are.
Did you win anything? Like, I don't know. Who are you? So.
I think that's where it comes down to. All right, so you're taking the Dolphins. Dolphins over the Rams.
Is it in Miami?
In Miami.
With Tua?
Tua is the starting quarterback.
I'm going to take Miami. I'm doing it. I'm doing it just because.
I'm going to take the Rams.
Oh, we got High Life?
High Life for you.
Give me some of that champagne, a banquet beer right here.
All right, well, I'm going to take...
Champagne of beers.
I'm taking
banquet
the Rams.
beer is different. Isn't banquet beer... This is a champagne of beers. What's the original Coors? That's the banquet beer.
That's the original one, yeah.
Yeah.
The original Coors.
This one is the champagne, and it's...
Oh, crap. I wasn't actually looking at it.
And it's overflowing on us. But guess what? It's okay. This here rug's not from Pottery Barn.
Yeah, it's okay.
Or Restoration Hardware.
No, we got that up the street for like $9.
Yeah, this is good. This was actually in the alley.
All right. So
some guy sleeping on it.
Yeah. This was a cheap one. We'll get a nicer one. We'll get like a bearskin rug or something like that.
And a poker table. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get a new table. It's going to be a poker table.
Can we do that as an event? You and I heads up in poker?
Yeah. That's 100%.
For like $50,000?
Let's pick a car.
Okay.
And
so one of my cars
up.
versus one of your cars.
Yeah.
I will do that.
I don't know.
I'll do that.
I don't know. I'm scared.
That is agreed to.
No, we didn't
that's
shake
agreed
on
to.
It. The Senna.
Well, you got to put up a car that's equal value.
Versus my grandpa's Yukon. Because it's sentimental value. All right.
No, let's do that.
Look at the foam on the beard. That's the best.
Let's do that, though. Let's do that.
All right, but I'm scared. I don't know.
I don't know how to play poker.
Yeah, right. You're a freaking snake. You've probably played. I know you've probably like been in Foxwoods sitting there like 5 a.m. Like, is it?
I don't know.
What time is it?
What do you have to do in the hold'em? Is it like you just try to make the best hand or something like that?
This guy, I can't even. Yeah, where's the pool hall? Shark.
Yeah. All right, Steelers Ravens. Good game.
Steelers.
That's a tough game because they do play each other well.
Yeah,
I'm going to take the Ravens.
Okay, we got some big differences here.
I don't think so. Not really.
Did you take Miami or the Rams?
I took the Rams. You took Miami. I'm trying to look at the other ones. I think you took the Lions. I took the Colts.
Yeah, so we're having.
Oh yeah, we actually do.
This is a lot.
Because you took the Raiders. I took the Browns. You should be picking what I pick.
Oh, I'm just trying to.
Chargers, Broncos.
Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers.
Yep.
Saints, Bears.
Is it in New Orleans?
In your hometown, your home
Shut
area.
down.
Yeah.
I'm going New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm going New Orleans. I just don't trust.
Yeah, I don't trust.
I don't trust Napoleon Dynamite. This was a tough one. 49ers, Seahawks in Seattle.
Oh. Seattle.
Russell overcooked last week.
I'm going Seattle.
I'm going to go 49ers. Cowboys, Eagles.
Eagles.
This is stupid. How is this a Monday night game? Buccaneers, Giants. Wonder where you're going with. Yeah. They're playing the Giants.
Tampa.
Yeah. It's easily Tampa. Patriots, Bills.
Patriots. Patriots.
If you bet in football and you always take the Patriots, you always win every year.
I got to go Patriots.
It is not working this year so far.
No, it's not. But this is the backs against the wall. If they lose this game, I don't even know. I don't know what it would. I can't even explain what a practice or the building. I don't even know what it would be like, or a team meeting. I don't know.
Do you think the Bills are that good?
No, I don't. I don't think they're that good. But
I'm definitely taking the Patriots. I mean,
I think the Patriots can when you take the rosters The Bills start out hot, then they look like a softball. I think the Patriots can beat them.
I think you're going to see a different
Josh
Patriots
Allen
team.
is like, I don't know how smart he is. I feel like sometimes he's an idiot, and he's going to throw you the ball, or he's going to make a mistake. He's going to take a bad sack. So I'm going with the Patriots on this. I can't go against what the Patriots have done in these situations where they have no option.
I'm taking the Patriots because if they win this game, they win the division.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. This decides the division.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if the Patriots beat the Bills, they go on a run. They've got an easier schedule than the Bills going up. They still play. I think they play the Buffalo like at the end of the season.
They do,
like right after Christmas or
Yep.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then that game will decide who wins the division. I think the Patriots win the game. I think they go 10-6. I think they win the division at 10-6. They hold the tiebreaker over the Bills.
10-6.
They got a hard schedule coming up.
Yeah, I think they're like 8-8.
And win the division at 8-8?
Yeah,
No.
I'm telling you, they're going to beat the Bills.
Well,
And they're going to play some of these tough teams. Like
these are the games they have
Ravens.
left.
Yeah,
You got the Bills
Bills win.
Jets win.
Win.
Ravens loss.
Yes. So
that
that
puts
puts
5
them
losses.
at So that puts them at 5. What?
Yeah.
No, 4. If they beat the
They'll put them at 5 losses. That's the easier way to look at it.
yeah
They beat the Texans.
okay yeah
They
Maybe.
lose to the Cardinals.
Yep,
They beat the
that's
Chargers.
6 losses.
They beat the Chargers.
I don't know about that.
They upset the Rams.
Huh? The Rams?
McVay is
They're
so
8-8.
obsessed with
They're
Bill
8-8.
Belichick.
They're 8-8. I'm telling
No,
you.
because but even if but they're not going to be 8-8, right? Because so if you say they lose that game,
Yes.
that's 7 losses, right?
Okay.
Then they have Dolphins, Bills, Jets.
Dolphins, Bills, Jets.
Yeah. So if
They
you're a math,
might lose
it's
one of
9
those
7.
games.
Not going to lose one of those games. They can't.
The Miami game? What if Tua comes out here and is just ridiculous?
You think it's going to be ridiculous?
He might. We don't know.
You really think it's going to be ridiculous? You don't think it's a mistake putting Tua in there right now?
I think that it's too early.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I think you face Fitzpatrick in that game.
In that game,
Yeah.
Tua's hip doesn't hold up.
I just don't. I mean, the thing too is with the Dolphins, like, why put him in there? This is their schedule.
It's it's ownership. Put him in. We just drafted him first
you,
round.
you don't think it was
No,
was
it's ownership.
B-Flow?
That's the higher level. Higher level forcing that
Okay.
hand.
This is why I say you don't put him in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm just pulling up the schedule. You have left. They play the Rams,
Yep.
the Cardinals,
Yep.
the Chargers,
Yep.
Denver, New York, easy. Cincinnati, easy. Kansas City, New England,
Yeah.
Las Vegas, and then Buffalo.
Okay.
Why'd you put a rookie in against that
I don't know.
lineup? Like, if you were to put the rookie in, wouldn't you put him against New England, Buffalo, Jacksonville?
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Like, it doesn't make much sense to go that route of it. To put him against that stuff.
No.
He's going to do well. I mean, I think he's going to be a good quarterback
All right,
in the
look,
league.
I found a couple poker tables on Facebook Marketplace.
I've got a couple poker tables.
This one's nice, $100.
What's it look like?
Looks great. It's got the green felt. It looks a little bit aged, like the Mafia played at it a little bit.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, look at this. You really can't see it, but I like it. All right, we're gonna get this one.
What, are you buying already?
It's in Foxborough.
Is it at Stephon Gilmore's house? Is he selling all his stuff?
Dude, this is great. All right. Oh no, this is in New Jersey. What the heck? It didn't work.
You can find those easy. So we're going to do this heads-up poker game for a car? For pink slips?
I don't know, let me think about it. Pink slips. That's way too much pressure. I'm not a poker guy.
Well, I mean, you've played poker before, right?
Mhm.
I haven't.
I don't believe that for a second. You talk to me all the time about, like, you know, your lines and betting and gambling. So usually gamblers have played poker before.
Poker, but betting sports and poker is two different things.
I don't know. Nope.
It is.
It's all
100%.
an obsession. I guarantee. I don't believe you.
Ask Hightower if I play poker before.
No, I'm going to text your wife. Say, does your husband ever play poker? They know more about you than Hightower. Your wife knows more about you.
I'll
you
just
than
text her
Hightower.
before it's for pink slips and see
yeah,
what her answer
This is for pinks.
Yeah, we'll put like what card do I like yours?
Here's the problem. Here's the issue.
Put up your olds.
If I lost, we couldn't be friends and do it. We couldn't do a podcast anymore.
You'd be so mad.
I couldn't walk over here and look at my Buick. Like,
Yeah, put your Buick up.
That's my Buick. I just built that Buick. Like,
So put your Corvette up, the green one. not the black
no,
one.
that's even
I don't want
better.
that.
That's like forever. Like the Buick, I have question mark on like how much money I can get for that. The Corvette, I know is valuable.
So what? Put the Buick up then.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing this. This is okay. So episode 6, the Dan and Ninko show. We had a good time today. I'm closing this thing out because we've been on for a while. We're going to edit this down a little bit because we're drinking beers, having a good time.
I mean, we had microphone mishaps and
We
stuff
did.
like
We
that.
had. We're going to get a new table.
Yeah.
We're going to race go-karts. I don't like to say go-karts. Indy carts. That's what I'll say. Indy carts. We're going to have some more content coming up for you. Stay tuned. We need to push this a little bit harder because I feel like the viewership.
I think that's on you though.
Is it on me?
Yeah, you got a lot more followers than I have. You play for the Patriots.
All right. Well, we're going to get this up. We're
Yeah.
going to get going.
Don't you have
Check
like
us out.
250,000 followers?
Yeah. Is that a lot, though? That's not a lot.
I think it's a lot.
We're getting it up. High life, baby. Champagne of beers.
So where are we at now with the beer count? So we've had
We've had
Lord Hobo,
yep.
Treehouse, Yingling,
Yingling
Like
light
Yingling water.
flights. Yeah.
and then High Life. Where you at? Which
Well,
one?
these
So
are-
if it's your go-to.
My go-to would be a High Life.
Yeah, High Life.
But bottle on ice. A bottle. Glass bottle.
Draft.
No, drafts are amazing, but
There is I forget what place
Did
it was.
you?
I found
Ice
a place in New
cold
Hampshire
draft?
that has draft.
let's go. Let's go.
So you'll do that one?
All right. So thanks so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week with some more content. And thanks for tuning in.
And maybe a poker game. Follow
Maybe.
us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Hopefully
All
Rob will
the
get
above.
us more followers on Instagram and
Follow
Twitter.
us up. Ninko needs us.
We need it.
All
All right.
right.
We'll see you guys next week.
See you. Bye.